Cate Blanchett, Lilith, the Borderlands movie. And we've got some big updates on James Cameron's Avatar 2 sequel. In fact, we've got some new story details and the fact that it might start shooting soon. So this is the first of two wrap-up shows today. Going to break it down. There's 2 bits of news in each one, but they're fairly substantial. So rather than just bloating one big video, I'll break it down into 2. Hi, welcome. If you're new here, I am Mr. H Reviews. Guys, welcome to the channel. Hit subscribe if you enjoy this video and also give it a like. First and foremost, got to take this opportunity to talk about my indie film, a high concept horror fantasy. The GoFundMe is linked down below in the description box. Yes, I'm crowdfunding for it. Seems to be the future in this day and age. And there's also some merch. If you donate $5 or more via the GoFundMe, you're in for a chance of winning a real weapon prop, movie prop, something like that. Anyway, let's dive right into it. So the first big news is this. Look, Cate Blanchett is officially starring in Eli Roth's Borderlands. Now, that's pretty substantial news. Pretty damn large. And I think this is a good fit, actually. Like, Cate Blanchett's not... She's not the first person you'd think, right? You wouldn't go, right, Lilith, definitely Cate Blanchett. However, she's probably not the first person you'd think of when you think of Hela either. But she revealed herself to be absolutely fantastic in that role in Thor Ragnarok. So I think she'd be a good fit for this. Like, I genuinely do. And Eli Roth's very good. I think this is nothing but really positive and good news, but this is on Variety, so let's dive into it, okay? So, Cate Blanchett has officially closed the deal to star in director Eli Roth's movie adaptation of the video game Borderlands at Lionsgate. Good to see Lionsgate doing a little bit more. Very, very good to see. Blanchett will portray Lilith, a legendary thief equipped with magical skills. And Lionsgate announced that the deal was on Thursday, so that was yesterday, so I'm a little bit behind, or should I say the US is a little bit behind the UK, so I'm not far off reporting on this since it was actually revealed. And that was after Variety first reported that she was attached to the project. Now, the project reunites Blanchett with Roth, who collaborated on The House with a Clock in Its Walls, which is fine. Blanchett currently stars in Mrs. America, which she also executive produces, and will star in James Gray's upcoming Armageddon Time, which is, you know, basically all this other stuff. Cate Blanchett is a storied actress, right? We know how good she is. Now, in terms of what Roth said, because obviously, you know, people come out and say these kind of things, Roth revealed a statement and said, "I'm so lucky to have the amazing Cate Blanchett starring in Borderlands. We had the most incredible collaboration together in The House with a Clock in Its Walls, and I believe there's nothing she can't do. From drama to comedy and now action, Cate makes every scene sing. Working with her is truly a director's dream come true, and I feel so fortunate that I get to do it again on an even bigger scale. Everyone brings their A game to work with Cate, and I know together we're going to create another iconic character in her already storied career." Right, one of the main take-homes from this, right? And this is one of the main take-homes, is the fact that an actress of Cate Blanchett's caliber, which is undeniable, it's kind of like an inarguable fact at this point in time, it elevates everyone working on the production, right? So if she's the top end tier working on this production, everyone else is going to start to bring their A game as well. It's nothing but a good thing, genuinely nothing but a good thing. And like I say, right, you think about Lilith and you think about, you know, the movie Borderlands and things like this. It's not automatically that you would think, oh, Cate Blanchett, of course, yeah, absolutely, what a great fit. But now she's announced, and again, I go back to Hela, right? I think she was fantastic as Hela. I don't think anyone realistically actually thought Hela, Cate Blanchett, yeah, until you saw the trailer. So I think everyone who's maybe a little bit, oh, maybe, oh, hold your horses kind of thing, I'd say just wait for a trailer. I think this is massively positive news. I think this is nothing but fantastic news. I think it's genuinely really, really good. Now, obviously, Borderlands launched in 2009. Really, 2009? It feels like ages ago. And is a role-playing person shooter, blah, blah, blah. Now, Borderlands itself, and this is where we start to go a little bit on the negative, Okay? Borderlands will be produced by Avi and Ari Arid. So-so. Who produced through their Arid Productions banner, and Eric Feig through Picture Start, who have shepherded the project and overseen development. I think it's got recipes for success. I reckon, like anyone who's a little bit concerned, let's wait for it. You know, let's wait for it and see. I don't think Cate Blanchett will do a bad job. I think she'll be fantastic. Now, you want to hear some Avatar 2 news, don't you? We've got some new story details, which I think is quite interesting. So this was on RNZ. It's like a New Zealand website, a New Zealand publication. And it was an interview with John Landau. John Landau, really nice guy, collaborator with James Cameron on many, many things. And he revealed plot details. Just dropped the plot details, basically. This is the story of the Sully family and what one does to keep their family together. Because obviously when we heard about this movie, a lot of people were like, well, what's it going to focus on? Because they're going into water? Like, what? Because obviously a lot of this is being filmed underwater. There's motion capture, people underwater, etc., etc. And they had to wait for the technology to catch up to it. It seems to be like the James Cameron flair. It seems to be what he does. But now we know some plot details. So apparently it is about the Sully family. Jake and Neytiri have a family in this movie. They are forced to leave their home. They go out and explore the different regions of Pandora. Interesting. Piqued some curiosity here. Including spending quite a bit of time on the water, around the water, and in the water. So that's where the water stuff comes into it. And maybe this will set up the further sequels, because they're making like 10 of these, for God's sake. It was a joke. But maybe this will set up that, because obviously if they're going to explore regions, they're going to see lots of different people, right? So we're going to drop in new characters, and maybe that's where it's going to come from. Maybe that's how we see more and more of these things, right? And obviously he further elaborated and said, I think, why do people turn to entertainment today more so than ever? I think it's to escape the world we're in. Which, yeah, John Landau, my man, yes, absolutely. That's why we're sick of being lectured, so yes. To escape the other pressures they have in their lives. I think with Avatar, we have an opportunity to allow people to escape to an incredible world with incredible characters that will follow. In much the same way as Peter Jackson was able to do so in Lord of the Rings. So that's what we're looking forward to doing. Interesting that he's comparing it to Lord of the Rings. I mean, god damn, what a huge production to compare things to. Look, I think this is positive news. And I'm not one of these people that even really likes the sound of Avatar 2. I think it's a little bit too, a little too late. I think, like, why are we even exploring this? I'm going to wait with bated breath as to whether this thing's going to be any good or not. But that's an interesting way to kind of push it forward, is it not? At least we're following the Sully family. Because I had initially thought that we knew they were coming back. But I'd initially thought, well, where are we going on the water then? Because we're going under the water and things like this. Can they just randomly breathe? I guess they probably can. They're probably going to connect some weird hair things to some plant life and they can breathe underwater. Some weird mechanism. That's my hot prediction. But good news, I guess. I mean, it's interesting, isn't it, at the very least? So what do you guys think of that? What do you think of Cate Blanchett being Lilith? So these are the two hot topics of today. What do you guys think of that? Like, good news or bad news? Love to hear your thoughts. Drop them down below. Now, the last but not least, and this kind of news dropped a little while ago. So this is not massively new, but it's still interesting nonetheless because it also compounds what we'd previously heard from John Landau, right? It's that things are moving ahead, basically. Especially in New Zealand, right? So New Zealand has pretty much stamped out COVID. So productions such as Avatar 2 and Lord of the Rings TV series are able to safely resume. And this is what happened. So we had, again, a comment from John Landau. He revealed this. This is on his Instagram, which is amazing. Look at this picture. Regardless, whatever you think of James Cameron and whatever you think of John Landau and the movies that they produce, they bring their A game. They do pour into it. And again, a lot of people are not interested in Avatar 2. I'm aware. But that's cool. That is cool. You can't deny that, right? That is cool. So basically, he said, our Avatar sets are ready, and we couldn't be more excited to be headed back to New Zealand next week. So basically, they're back into production next week. So we'll start hearing more stuff, especially because they are revealing more stuff. by and large, I would imagine we're going to start getting trailers or teasers coming out soon, because they are revealing more and more information, and I think it's about time. So there you go. What do you think of both pieces of news today? Lilith, Cate Blanchett, good fit, bad fit? Love to hear your thoughts, but also I'd love to hear why. Tell me why either way. And Avatar 2, are you one of these people that are you interested in this? Let me know down below in the comment section. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Stay up to date on the world of pop culture movie news by hitting the bell notification icon. Thank you so much. Take care.